Why would our brother have gotten in trouble if I would have tagged him in our pictures we took when y'all was on motherfucking Uvu with me? You and him got on the video face calling shit. Back in the day, it was Uvu. And we all took pictures. And we all literally sat and looked at our fingers and put our hands up to the camera. We looked at our fucking faces and leaned in and said, damn, we look alike. Literally sat on a call and acted like we was looking in the mirror on a three-way. And we took pictures and put them on the internet. But like I told you, I didn't want to get him in trouble. So I didn't even feel comfortable tagging him in the pictures. Why would he have gotten in trouble? Because our dad had said, do not talk to her. Y'all had been forbidden from fucking talking to me. True or false? Why you had to go against your daddy? Because you were forbidden from speaking to me. He made you choose her or me. That's the option he gave all my siblings. That's the option he gave my grandparents. It's the option he gave my aunt. Her or me. They all chose him. Now he dead. Now they all in my damn face. Now their guilt eats them the fuck up. Talking about my damn daddy. So sick of these motherfucking people. They said, was he ashamed of your mom? In the beginning, it wasn't about being ashamed of her, but that's what it turned into. In the beginning, it was about, I don't want you to have my baby. It didn't have nothing. She wasn't even living the life she's living now. This back in 1992. So at that time, it was just about, I don't want you having my baby. I don't want a baby. I'm not doing that. I don't want you to get an abortion. No. I think it grew into, once, life goes on and she settles into a certain lifestyle, I think it turns into, we really cannot pursue this because you have someone that's supposed to be an all-American person, married, you know, coach at a high school and shit. You have this child that pops up. Anybody with a brain wouldn't have thought too much about it because I'm older than his marriage. I'm older than his child with his, wife. Like, anything with my mother has nothing to do with what you had going on. But even still, it's something that was, it's something that was considered a stain. And it did not help that my mother was not what many would consider to be an upstanding citizen. So that's the answer to your question. And who do I choose? I choose my mother. I'm not finna sit up, child. They not finna sit up and talk down on my mama or try to make her a bad person or do this or do that or blah blah fucking blah. Never have gone for it. Ain't finna start going for it. Didn't go for it when I was there because my aunt tried to lay shit out like your mother did not do. No. No. Your brother did not do. They said, was he in politics or something? No. He was just from a small town. I don't know if that means anything to you. But when you are, the way I look at it, when you're coming from a small town and you do something with yourself, people live vicariously through you. And I think that people made his accomplishments their own and that his success was their success. And they felt like he was doing something that brought positive energy back to them, ultimately, the city and the people that he came from. And I just think they took a lot of pride in him. And then he was someone who also was hands-on, ironically, with kids in the community. So a mentor of sorts and a familiar face in the neighborhood and, a family guy. And this is the man you see at church. And this is the man that the boys on the football team say he's like a dad to me. And blah, 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 fucking blah. So shit like that. So I think that, or I guess that she's not liking that, they want that to be the last words. But I have a different feeling. I have a different emotion. I have a whole different perspective of him. And that is mine to have because of my experience with and without him. None of my siblings have the same mother. None of us. Not one.
A few moments later.
Not a one. He had 5 children that we know of, including me. None of us have the same mother. He is married or was married to the mother of his baby boy, which would be my baby brother. And my sister told me that she got sick as a teenager, and it put him in a position to have to take a DNA test. And that's how she found out, because the wildest part about this whole thing and the way that she approaches these situations is the fact that they isolated her up until a point. So it's the wildest shit to me. But in my mind, that is why you were so conflicted with your decision. Because when she was put in a position to have to choose, she was faced with losing this nigga again. You already then went without and finally then got in a space where you feel like you're getting some type of acceptance and acknowledgement for that to be challenged again. And she was not willing to do that again for me. And that's fine. But when I say that's why I feel like you're not a good big sister, I don't want to hear shit. Because I can stand on that. You are not a no. And let me rephrase that. You're not a good big sister to me. Because she has other siblings and they have a great relationship. But no, you have not been a good big sister to me. And I stand on that. And it is because, child, you treat me like I didn't fuck somebody's husband. You like they act like I'm not the child in the situation. That's why. Like all of them act like, child, I done came and stole this nigga DNA and got somebody pregnant and I like what the fuck? I'm the child in the situation. Hello? And the cold part is I still show respect. The cold part is when we spoke this Sunday, the word that I had for you guys had nothing to do with bringing them down at all. At all. I came to y'all and explained all the different ways I had lost myself chasing after a nigga. That is what I came and told y'all. I told y'all all the different ways I was sitting up acting like a damn fool behind a nigga who meant me no damn good. I was forcing shit, begging this, all this stupid shit, when that's not what God had for me. That's what I came and told y'all. I mentioned them in the midst of it because that's part of that time frame. But I didn't even say nothing like fuck my dad. I didn't say none of that. All I said was the truth. He did not let them fuck with me, or he told them do not fuck with her, basically. We didn't have a relationship, and he died. And I don't even think I even went that far. But I know for a fact I didn't even go into nothing about him or talk about him like that. So I remember saying she wasn't a good big sister. I definitely remember that. And I remember telling y'all about them sneaking off to their graduation. Absolutely. And I told y'all about feeling like she's the reason why I ended up getting put out. Ultimately, it was going to happen regardless. But her calling my aunt fussing at her sent her over the damn edge. Only for you to not ever even show up to pick me up like you said you would. Yeah. No, I'm not his firstborn. She is. I'm the secondborn. She the firstborn. I'm the secondborn. And then all the boys. Well, I don't damn know. I don't know what the hell he did. All I know is the reason why my aunt knew who I was when I reached out to her when that nigga had put his hands on me was because when I was 2 years old, they were having a family reunion or some shit like that. Some get together. My mama puts me in the motherfucking car, takes me out there, storms up. Where he at? This his baby. He just so happened to not be at that event. Okay? That is how my aunt even knew who the fuck I was. And that's the last time she saw me. When he wasn't there, my mama realized he wasn't there. She put me in the car and we left. My aunt say that's the last time I saw you. When you was a little girl, your mama put you in that car and y'all left. And she remembered that I had a little distinct name, but she couldn't remember what it was. But when she heard it, she know that's what it is.
A few moments later.
I had blocked her on Facebook, so her shit not gonna pop up, but the messages still there too. The fuck? When I reached out to her. I'm not fucking playing. I got all that shit. I still got the first Facebook I ever had. Don't play. The fuck? Y'all done made a new page, bitch. I still got that shit. They said being able to tell your truth and not giving a fuck how it makes the people on the other end feel is good and liberating. Child. They said blocking them don't mean you hiding shit. That's protecting your peace. I didn't even have them blocked. The only person I blocked was my aunt because she kept on talking to me. That's it. I blocked her on fucking Facebook, the app that she had contacted me on, because I don't want her talking to me no more. Then I look up, she done requested me on fucking Snapchat, so I blocked her on Snapchat. Other than that, I did not go out of my way. She said, I'm saying like if you did. Okay, yeah. I didn't go out of my way to even block them. And then I wouldn't get up on my platforms and talk about somebody and fucking block them. The fuck? You can hear that shit too, nigga. I don't give a fuck who hit. My granny don't listen to my show because she said I cuss too much. But my grandpa do. That don't change the way I talk. That don't change what the fuck I tell y'all about what happened. If it wasn't 11:30, bitch, and I wouldn't do it anyway, cause fuck whoever. But I could call my grandpa and say, Grandpa, do you listen to the show? Yeah, Mia. I listen to it all the time. You know that. So when I say it's up for grabs, anybody can listen to it. Anybody can listen to it. Any motherfucking body. I then got up on any motherfucking app and ran it down. Cut the shit. So it's just a fact that they think that I would take a DNA test with them. That blows my motherfucking mind. What the fuck would be the point? Tasty Free said, I removed a TikTok video that I posted to you because of a certain comment. What did the comment have to do with? They said it was a comment with you and talking to a family member. Child, I feel like the devil will try to throw shit at you. Literally. The devil will literally try to throw shit at you. They wanted you to reach out to them, and I said, oh no. Nigga, who? What family member wanted me to reach out to them? What? Was it somebody who was supposed to be my aunt? They said it's a lady on TikTok saying she's your aunt. He said, yep. You know what? You, I know Tanya not running around TikTok with this. My mama's sister, my mother's sister. That's what you tell my mother's sister.
A few moments later.
I'm gonna have to roll another one, y'all. My aunt is. You're telling me. Hold on. I want to make sure I get this right when I call my granny. You're telling me that my aunt has been running around TikTok saying she's looking for me, that she wants to speak with me? Is that what you're telling me? I don't even need receipts because I knew exactly who they were talking about when they made the comment, and I was right. I know he not lying, and I don't even have to see it because I already know who it is. He said, check your DM on Instagram. I don't even want to fucking check it out. You know that? Because I cannot fucking believe. Hold on. Which one you sent it to? My main? I'll see it now. Oh my God. They said, is it her? If I tried to make this shit up, I wouldn't be able to make this shit up. Instead of shame and a scandal. He said, I say, hell no, not on my TikTok. Let's say you said it was season 10. It is season 10, Family and Friends edition. And you know what? I highly doubt that I would do this because it's me. But like this is giving go off on Facebook. Like I'm really being pushed to air it the fuck out. I'm really getting pushed to air shit the fuck out. Like I have been very respectful of this man despite his mistreatment of my mother, despite him never stepping up as a father. I have still respected him in life and in death. I have respected him. You are not disrespectful for telling your side of a story. So I will not be gaslit into feeling like I cannot talk about how I feel about this man and about the impact he had on my life by not being present. End of discussion. There ain't no fucking jurisdiction on that. It ain't nobody who can tell me how many times I can talk about that. It ain't nobody who can tell me if I want to make a mini series about the shit, if I want to write a book about the shit, if I want to dye my hair and write my daddy was not there on that shit, I can do that shit. It is my truth. Mine. I don't have to make it pretty to make nobody feel better. That's it. So that's how I feel about that. Everybody has a motherfucking right to speak their truth if they choose to. And my truth is, my biological father wasn't shit. Not to me. Not to me. I confronted him with the fact that I may be his child, and instead of him taking a DNA test, child, what he do? He avoided the situation. He is the one that should have taken control. He should have gotten clarity, and he should have led like a man is supposed to. And all of this should have been in order before he passed away. So I'm not finna take on no fucking responsibility nor bear the brunt of anybody's fucking attitude because of what he did not do that he was supposed to do. Two adults engaged in something, and a child was created. It was up to those two adults to figure out what the truth of the matter was and to act accordingly. And that's that.
A few moments later.
And at no point in time have I even given a fuck or you, bitch, what have I benefited from taking a DNA test and finding out that that's my daddy? Not a motherfucking thing. At what point in time have I leaned on like this to facilitate or to push anything? Bitch, based on what I do for a living, the shit only gonna come up if we talking and kicking it. So what the fuck? She asking me why you keep bringing it up or why you talking about it. Girl, what the fuck are you talking about? It just doesn't make sense. You'd act like I was on a national press tour or something. You would act like I'm shit down in Port Arthur trying to tell people, y'all know I was his daughter, right? But y'all act like it's a campaign against the man or something. Right. And then they act like they the motherfucking Kennedys or something. The fuck? Who the hell do they think they supposed to be? Like they got golden blood or some shit. The fuck? I'm more famous than all of them. This shit don't even make no sense. Yeah, my truth is making them uncomfortable. Cause my voice has gotten louder than I guess his or his whatever the fuck, or y'all feel like it's a tile. I don't know. I don't fucking know. What the fuck? All I know is these people have lost their damn mind. These people have lost their fucking mind. And it's the fact that they still trying to get me to take a DNA test. When I blocked my auntie, she told me, let's go take a DNA test. Girl, no. I'm not taking no test with you. No. Hell is you talking about? And if my sister feel like the DNA test we took wasn't valid, she feel like we ain't sisters, then I disown thee. The fuck is y'all talking about? If that's the case, then what I said stands. I don't have a dad side of the family then. Like I said on Sunday, and like I said prior to that. If that's something that y'all feel like y'all don't accept, that's not valid for y'all, then act like that's the reality then. And don't even make it no damn fabrication. Make it your reality. I am not your sister. Go ahead. Go ahead. Have at it. Everybody go to hell. The fuck? If it's about claim the brothers that came out of your mama, okay, then Trey and Tide is. Fuck it. Go ahead. The fuck? And we talking about some regular everyday ass niggas, y'all. Some regular everyday ass niggas. This man ain't left nobody no $10 million. Nothing. Not a motherfucking thing. They said, I want to know how they supposed to act after you take the test. They supposed to bid you farewell if it don't go through. Child. Any motherfucking test we take is going to come back 99.9. And they still going to be ignorant. So the DNA test does not matter. Nothing matters because their spirit is tainted. I already did a test with these people. That man died in 2018. I contacted that man in 2010. Prior to that, let me tell you something. The reason why I knew what his name was and the reason that I was able to know to look for him, because if you've ever wondered, how the fuck did you know to look for him out of all the niggas in the fucking world? You look for this man. Because I'm nosy. My granny had a fucking boudoir. And it had all kinds of shit. It had movies in it. She repurposed it. So it had movies in the bottom drawers, VHSs, and cords and shit. And then in the main portion, it had paperwork. All kind of documents. It may have an old cassette player. It was all kind of just junk thrown around. I was going through that shit one day on some board shit and found some papers. And they were paternity papers. And it had his name listed as the father. This paperwork had not been like submitted. It's not something that went through. My mama never got child support or nothing like that. But these documents were drawn up. So they somewhere. But that's where I saw his name. And I just held on to it. And when I got old enough, that is the name that I looked for. And then when I asked my mother, hey, who is my daddy? That's the name that she gave me. So that is why I pursued him specifically. So I don't have time for that bullshit at all. At all. I feel like this is why it's so important for people to have their ducks in a row. And I agree that DNA test should be taken at birth. Even if a nigga ain't gonna step up to the plate, I still think everybody need to know who the baby for. Just so that there's clarity.